I wanted to come on here and talk about the time that I went to Atlanta for a girl that I was talking to. It was like a long distance thing that we was doing. And I'm not gonna lie, that could have been my last days. Because the way that it went down, everything about it was sus, had sus written all over it. So boom, let's bring y'all back to time, right? So it's always a shorty hitting you up first. I don't know what it is about that, but shorty hit me up, slid in my DMs, right? And it was around the time where I was going viral for a sound that I made on TikTok. This was when like TikTok first started going viral and the shit was everywhere, right? And she slid in my DM, right? It was mad people like trying to talk to me and be in my DM, but this one in particular stuck out to me because she was a gamer. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's very rare that you find a fine shit that's a gamer too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, right? We get to chopping it up. I get her phone number. We get on the FaceTime. She's valid. She looked like exactly what she says. You know what I'm saying? She got a cool personality, so I thought. You know what I'm saying? And then we hop on the game. We get on Fortnite, right? We get on Fortnite. She's trash at the game. We talking shit and whatnot. And this is like our day-to-day routine. We get on the phone. We play Fortnite. She got an Xbox, so I should have knew that was a red flag. Any shorty that plays on Xbox is an automatic red flag. I don't care how you feel. Word. Word. If you're not PlayStation, red flag. Right? So boom. We playing Fortnite and shit. She randomly asked me, she's like, So when you gonna like come to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trying to see you. And I'm like, man, you know, we just getting to know each other. Let's take it easy. I don't want to rush things, you know what I'm saying? It's like let's get to know each other through, you know, the game and just through FaceTime, and then, you know, we could take those steps, you know what I'm saying? And this was like the first couple of weeks of meeting shorty. So I'm just like, see, she kind of moving a little fast, right? But I didn't think nothing of it at the time. But when I look at it now, red flag number 2. Word. Right? So we playing the game and shit, and then she randomly is like huffing and puffing. She's like, I'm hearing her on the mic. I'm like, yo, you good? She's like, yeah, I just really want to see you. And this, that, and the third. You know, I'm just like, yeah, I feel you too. I want to see you as well. You know, just I like to take my time with these kind of endeavors. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get it. Like, we excited, emotions are high. You know what I'm saying? And let's just enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? That we're going to get to that part. Right? So fast forward. Right? There was one day where she decided to, you know, get a little, we indulged in some adult activities through the phone. If y'all know what that means, you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we indulged in some adult activities, adult text message exchanges. You get me? You get me? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? I don't know what I'm waiting for, you know what I'm saying? I saw the body yaddy, you know what I'm saying, in full flesh mode, 3DX, 40X. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. My senses went out the window. I ain't gonna lie, my senses. I said, it wouldn't hurt to go down there for a weekend. It's right there. This was at the time when I was living in Jersey, right? I was living in Jersey. I was at my second apartment, right? I was living in Jersey. And I was like, it won't hurt to go down for a weekend. It's only like, it was like, what, 200 for the weekend? Yeah, like 200 plus the hotels came up to like 5. And I was making stupid bread at the time. Stupid bread, right? So I booked the flight and I told her, look, I sent her a surprise. I booked the reservation. I said, look. She was like, oh my God, you coming to see me? She called me like immediately. She was like, oh my God, you coming to see me? I was like, yeah, something like that, you know, just keep it regular. Hey, don't do no weird shit when I get there, right? Said don't be acting weird when I get there. That's what I said. I said, don't, you know what I mean? So boom. To the weekend, like coming up to that weekend, everything was cool, everything was dandy, right? This is where it got weird though. This is where it was like ultimate red flag, right? So the day of the flight, it was a Friday. Right? I got my stuff. Mind you, I wasn't traveling that much at the time, so I didn't know too much about like airplane politics and things of that nature, right? I didn't know you're supposed to get on the plane like 3 hours ahead of time. My ass arrived like 1 hour before the flight. You know what I'm saying? Dumbass. Stupid. Why would you do something like that, right? So I get there, and then they're like, boarding on the phone. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm over here scrambling and shit. I'm like, please don't let this fall through. I'm gonna get some Atlanta pooms. Please don't let this fall through. I done heard about the Atlanta pooms, right? So boom, we made it to the flight. Everything's good. I text her. I'm like, all right, I'm on the plane. I'm going to see you when I get there. Delivered, right? Right? So I fall asleep on the plane. I'm excited. It took me a while to fall asleep because I'm low-key excited. I'm not going to lie. I was simping. I was low-key excited, right? I was low-key excited to see my online Fortnite shorty that play on the Xbox, right? Wake up. I woke up like 3 times during the flight. The one thing I hate about flights, I don't care if it's 3-4 hours, bro, it's the waking up, bro. I don't want to be awake for a flight. This is why I stay up the night before. It's the most painful experience, bro. Staying up for a flight? Hell no. I don't know who likes that. You're a demon. Word. Right? So boom. I wake up and we on the descending John, right? So I turn my phone on. You know what I'm saying? Because while it's descending, you start to get access to the John. You're not supposed to do this. I'm sorry. If you was on my flight, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But I was geeking. I ain't gonna clap. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I turn my phone off, airplane mode, I get like a 1-2 bar, you know what I'm saying? And I look at the message, it still says delivered. Not seen, not read, nothing. It says delivered. I'm like, the fuck? What's going on? What? Like, just maybe it's my phone still being in the air. So I'm just like, okay, but I'm starting to feel, you know how you get that sensation in the body that something is off? I should have listened, right? So boom, we land and now we at the gate, right? And I'm telling you, this was the longest deplaning process I've ever witnessed in my life till this day. We was on that plane for an additional hour just to deplane. I don't know what the hell the reason was, but it was taking forever, right? Turn my phone back on. The whole time, my message is on delivered, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to double text. I'm not going to triple text. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm just thinking my phone is bugging out. I'm thinking my phone line is fucked up. I got visible mobile. A lot of y'all like, what the fuck is a visible mobile, nigga? Why don't you got some T-Mobile or something if you're going to be traveling? Listen, visible mobile give you that 25%, that $25 bill. Listen, this is not a promo either, but visible mobile, fire. I've been with them for a while, right? So I get off the plane. I got my suitcase. I got my book bag, you know what I'm saying? And then I call, right? No, I text her. I text her first. I say, yeah, I'm here, right? I send the message. Now, the message is not even delivered. It's just blue. So when you get a blue message, it don't say delivered, sent, nothing. It's just blue. That means you got blocked. Or the person doesn't have access to their phone or some shit like that. So I'm like, yo, what happened to her? I'm like, yo, this is getting a little weird, right? So my mind automatically went to something happened to her phone or some shit like that. Or she's sleeping, or like she's outside and she ain't got no service somewhere. Because she worked in like the party promoter, bottle club, that kind of thing. That's red flag number 3. You know what I'm saying? And then the people that watch the Vegas videos gonna be like, oh my God, this nigga and these bottle girls and strippers. Listen, all right? Just listen. I understand. I get it. I understand now, right? This was like in 2020, 2021. This was a while back. Let me rock. I was a youth, right? So boom, I get what you gonna call it? So I'm kind of like stranded because I don't know where the fuck to go, but I have my hotel, so I'm looking for my hotel shit. I'm thinking I'm gonna see her, you know what I'm saying? Because the plan was she gonna come get me, and then we gonna chill at the hotel, bow. You know what I'm saying? And just vibe out, go to a restaurant and shit like that, right? So now I'm like, shit, now I gotta get an Uber and this, that, and this shit is deep. The hotel is deep. I thought Atlanta was small. That shit is big. Georgia is huge. Huge. Right? So I'm looking at the Uber, John, $68. I'm like, damn, that's, right? So boom, I get my Uber, and in the Uber, I don't think nothing of it. I go to sleep in the Uber. I like to go whenever I'm transporting anywhere. I take a little nap because I be tired. I don't know why, but I be tired. So I get to my hotel and shit. I unpack. I put my phone on the charger. Right? Click my phone. I look at the message again. Still not delivered. Still not sent. I'm like, all right. Now I'm getting a little worried. Like, did I just get like? Now my shit. The feeling is like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is... Now I'm getting a little mad. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm Atlanta. I feel like I'm in Atlanta for no reason. right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Atlanta for no reason right now, right? But thankfully, one of my homies lived out there, so I got to see him and another friend at the same time. So boom. But we're not talking about them right now. So boom. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go link one of my boys and shit. I'll go spend the day with him, meet him for the first time in person, because, you know, we know each other through, like, making content and shit. So we meet him. That's one of my good homies nowadays. And, you know what I'm saying? He's like, why are you in Atlanta? I was just like, you know, just vibes, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And he probably watching this video right now like, oh, that's why you was in Atlanta. So he clocking me right now. I ain't gonna lie, ratting myself out, right? But hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Word. Don't do me like that, gang. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, right? So he said, yo, why you in Atlanta for? I said, you know, just vibing, chilling. Bullshit. I was out here for, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, shorty. Fortnite, Xbox, shorty. Right? Checking my phone the whole time, still delivered. Nothing. Right? So we get to chilling, right? At the end of the spot, he drives me back to the, did he drive me back? I don't remember. I go back home to the hotel, right? She finally hits me back and was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My phone was tweaking, my phone was glitching. And I'm like, your phone was glitching. You couldn't hit me up on Instagram. Now I'm like, I'm already mad, so I'm on hot. So I'm like, yo, you couldn't hit me up on Instagram. Like, you got me out here in a whole nother state and you acting crazy. And I literally said before I get there, do not act crazy when I get there, right? She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm mad. Like, I'm visibly upset, right? And she's talking to me through Instagram video chat, right? Because her phone fucked up. Bullshit, right? So I'm like, you still gonna pull up? Like, what's the vibes? You know what I'm saying? Because we got, it's like, it's cool. Like, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna pull up? She's like, yeah, I could pull up on you. Where you at? I send a location, right? And then she said, oh, it's like 30, 40 minutes away from me. I could come right now. I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need me to bring anything? Like, you need food? Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, no, you don't even worry about it. I got it, right? So, boom, I hang up on her. I go take a shower and shit, right? And I'm like, just text me throughout the journey so I know where you at. Because right now I feel like she's going to flake again. Just text me throughout. You know what I'm saying? So I get in the shower, take my good ass shower, I wash my ass, you know what I'm saying? I get out, and I get an Instagram video chat call, right? I pick up, the camera's off though. She's like, oh, I'm outside. I'm like, I bet I'm gonna come downstairs, right? Something told me to look out the window because I got a view of the street from my hotel, right? I got a view of the street, right? So I looked out the window. It was raining dumb hard. That didn't make it no better. I looked out the window, right? I look through the shit like this, through the blinds. I don't see nobody. And I'm looking there for a minute. It's raining. I'm like, I call her back. I'm like, she not picking up. I'm like, the fuck? So I put on something real fast and shit. I'm thinking she got bad reception or something. I don't know what's going on with this phone right now. But I go downstairs real quick. I walk out the hotel. I see a black car swiveling. I ain't gonna lie, my heart dropped to my ass. Cause now I'm like, oh shit, hold on, wait. I walked back inside so fast, my nigga. I was like, hold on, am I? Like, I didn't even think the whole time that I could be getting lined. Mind you, I'm in Atlanta. Mind you, it could have been, my nigga, it could have been a random SUV. It couldn't even have been like that. But now, I'm really thinking like, all right, hold on. I'm a New York nigga. What the fuck are we really doing right now? What are we doing right now? So I run back upstairs, right? Boom, hit the elevator. Ping, ping. Right? Go in my hotel, and I'm just staring outside. I call her again. I'm like, and then she picks up. I'm like, yo, where you at? She's like, oh, I'm like 10 minutes. I'm right there. Didn't you? I'm like, how you 5-10 minutes? Like, I dead ass asked. I said, what are you fucking doing? Like, are you playing with me right now? Like, are you really coming? Like, what is happening right now? And then she started laughing. She said, I'm like, what the fuck is so funny? What's funny? She's like, I ain't gonna lie, like that shit you doing right now, you doing too much. Now I don't even want to come no more. What the fuck? So I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. I'm just like, it's not even like that. You just gotta understand my point of view. You got me looking crazy out here. You ain't pick up when I landed in Atlanta. I finally get in touch with you. And now you think like it's funny that I don't see you outside. I feel like some weird shit is going on. You got to look at it from my POV. She said, you really thinking that I would do something to you? I'm like, honestly, I don't know at this point. I don't know. And she was like, yeah, you turning me off right now. I'm going to talk to you later. She was 1,000% trying to set me up, gang. Or y'all let me know in the comments if I'm bugging or not. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all thought was going down. Right? I'm looking at the window again. Black car, go out. After I get off the phone. The fuck? Nah, that's too, nah, gang. Nah, gang. Y'all gotta, if y'all meeting a shorty online, be careful. It don't matter if you're in Brazil, Atlanta, it happens. Be careful, bro. Be careful, bro. These shorties, some of these shorties is this, they are nasty work. They will fuck you up. Word. Bro, I closed the blind and I was stunned. I was like, yo, that could have been the end of me, bro. Right? And she was like, she had called me later. She got back, quote unquote, home. It was like, I'm so sorry. I did some thinking. We could meet up, later on this week. I'm like, honestly, I'm super good off you. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm good. My heart is telling me not to keep fucking with you, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna enjoy my time in Atlanta, and I just banged it on her ass, right? She texted me, ding, 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 ding. Her phone worked now. No more Instagram video chat. No more Instagram video. Her phone worked now. Her shit working, my nigga. I've never seen something go to deliver so fast. She has 7G, nigga. Work. I've never seen lightning speed like this. I was like, oh, she invented that shit. Okay, right? She texted me. She's like, it's not even like that. It didn't be. I'm like, listen, I already told you what it was. It's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to enjoy the rest of the time I got in Atlanta. But right now, I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? I don't even feel safe being in this hotel, right? But I stayed there. I went up and linked up with my other homies. I made sure I went outside in broad daylight, and I was like very aware of my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Fast forward a short story. I went to Atlanta not too long ago again, right? To get my veneers done. That was about a month ago, right? And she had texted me. Niggas is like, yo, why the fuck is she not blocked right now? Listen. She had texted me from another number at the same time I was in Atlanta. I don't know how the fuck she got my number and even knew that I was in Atlanta, right? So I'm like, she like, you in Atlanta right now? I'm like, yes. How do you know that? She's like, oh, I just had a feeling. I just wanted to check on you. I'm like, she's like, oh, you remember what happened way back when? I was like, yeah, that was some weird ass shit that you was doing, right? And then she was like, yeah, my bad. I got a baby now. I'm like, I'm good. Don't even come to me with that bullshit. I don't want nothing to do with you. I already told you that, and now you got a kid? Whoa! Oh, you're done. You're finished. You got a kid. First, you an assassinator, clearly. And somehow, some way you know that I'm in Atlanta. Like, what the fuck is really going on? Right? So I'm in Atlanta for my veneers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I meet up with my friends, da-da-da-da-da. And my homie's gonna probably think, yo, you was in Atlanta again for the shorty? No, I was not. I was not in there for the shorty. I was really over there for the veneers, bro. That's it. We're good. Okay? But yeah, she had hit me up. I blocked her again from the other number. Right? You not about to, once you violate once, I'm gonna entertain some conversation because I be bored. But I'm not gonna talk to you on that level. You got one time to violate. That was life or death right there. That should have been a police report. Word. That should have been a police report. She had the nerve to hit me up again talking about, oh, I apologize. I apologize for what I did back then. I know it was fucked up, but we can still be friends. We don't even have to do nothing. I'm good. Are you mad? Like you think I'm the same nigga I was in 2020, 2021? Hell no. I'm different. This is why I be telling people, bro, do not be assuming that I'm one way 4 years ago, I'm the same person. No, you got to re-meet me, especially if we don't talk on a day-to-day basis. You got to meet me again. And you got to see if you there, if you qualified to be in a group. You feel what I'm saying? Amongst my peers. Fuck are we doing? Right? Like, what are we really doing? So, folks, if you listening to these stories, I know y'all getting a laugh out of this shit, but be careful. Be careful. Some of these shorties, some of these dudes as well, they're a little creepy, right? You got to really, I'm saying, even though they got the FaceTime and all that, do not, some of these shorties, these hood rats is good for doing that, right? Good. You know what I mean? Do not get a girl from the club. You know what I'm saying? It's a very small chance that you're going to meet fine shit that has a good head on her shoulder in the club. Very, very small chance. Very small chance. They rarely come to the club unless they just want to turn up with their girlfriends. Word. Very rare. But if you have a shorty that hits you up, it's not always a good sign. Right? Las Vegas shorties, hit me up first. This shorty, hit me up first. Two different outcomes, but it came out in the same negative. It was both a negative experience. You know what I'm saying? There's some things I could have been like, oh, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But young and dumb. Young, dumb, and desperate. YDD. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, used to getting punani, take your time. It's not that serious, guys. Relax. Relax the body. Talk to your Johnson and be like, hey, my boy, you want to stay alive? You know what I'm saying? Or you want quick bucks? Okay. You got to have that conversation with Brodo down there. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that you're just making calculated decisions, because there were definitely flags that I should have been like, You know what I'm saying? I should have definitely been like, Like the first flag was the goddamn Xbox. Sorry, if you're an Xbox user, you're a sinner. Something wrong with you. Who plays on Xbox? Right? The first, for real though. The first flag should have been how bad she wanted to see me. And then she was so quick. And then the second flag, she was quick as fuck to send some, you know what I'm saying, some full body, no clothes pictures. I ain't gonna lie, I sent it back. But no hesitation. I mean, I can't really say that's a red flag, because it's like long distance. If I'm talking to a shorty and we don't really got the physical touch, we got to do something. So I can't, scratch that. That ain't a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when I touched down, before I touched down, she ain't text me at all. And the messages were not sending. That I should have been like, I'm not going to Atlanta. But if I had never went to Atlanta, I would have never met my homie. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good trip overall, despite that fucking situation, right? I'm not doing that again, right? Like, that's why the long distance thing, it's like, I'll be really on edge when, like, I shorty be like, oh, I'm from here. I'll be like, fine shit all the way over there. Done ruined it for everybody, right? And I could be blocking my blessings by doing that. But it's like, damn, bro, 2 times in a row? You know what I'm saying? So I vet them out a little. When they're long distance like that, it's not like we could go on a date, physical, baby, bang. You know what I'm saying? Even me moving to Houston, bro, I tread very lightly with some of these shorties. I make sure I meet at a public setting. Not first link up at the crib. I don't know what these shorties got. They could have a C4 in their bag and blow my shit up and plant it on my back. Mid-stroke. And here we are, done. Robbery. You know what I'm saying? I really be like, whenever I'm with a shorty and she's at my crib for the first time, even though we went on a couple dates, I hide my wallet. I hide everything. Everything that's in the crib, I hide that motherfucker. I have cabinets where I hide shit. I have items in specific locations just in case I need to, defend myself. Nigga, I be on edge. I am scared. Y'all motherfuckers is scary out here. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all scary. I ain't that nigga. Word. That's why I need to get the you know what I'm saying? I need to get a especially in Texas. We working on that, you know what I mean? But y'all scary. I'm not gonna lie. Can't do it. You know what I mean? But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this story. It's not as long as the Las Vegas one, because there's nothing really to talk about. I didn't really get to know the shorty on a physical level. That would have been dope. If she done reeled me in with the Xbox Fortnite. Voice gentle as hell. Sweet looking shorty. But she was capable of the most devious actions. She was gonna whoever that was in a black SUV could have annihilated me. Robbed something. I'm so glad my body told me to look out the window and I was facing the street, because I would have never known. I would have walked out, smiling and shit. I don't see you. Would have got my ass done. Finished. I tell you, it's dangerous out here in these streets. Dangerous. Dangerous. And I told my mans about it. I was like, yo, bro, you won't believe the shit that happened in Atlanta when I came back from Atlanta. He was like, yo, what happened, bro? He was like, yo, bro, as soon as I landed in Atlanta, shorty ghosted me, because he already knew I was talking to a shorty in Atlanta. He was like, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. What happened? I told him the story. He was like, bro, you wildin', my nigga. You should have seen that from a mile away. You from New York, nigga. What the fuck? I'm like, yeah, you right. I ain't gonna lie. I was, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta give it the benefit of the doubt. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. If you get a feeling in your gut and you know better, do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, that's the story for today. Go suck your mother.